2008, the Clinton campaign was like I call a 40,000-foot bombing run over Iowa. And Obama was down in the weeds. This year, Hillary is down in the weeds. She is personally involved. The first 2 or 3 times she came to Iowa, she went to small towns and rural areas, not Des Moines and Cedar Rapids. And that sent a powerful signal. So she's very personally involved this year. She wasn't. And the organization that they've set up in Iowa, I got to say, is one of the best I've ever seen.
You think it is as good as the Obama operation from 2008?
It is.
It is.
Well, I think a lot of the Obama people are in this organization.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
Do you think that you know, I watched her here at the fair with you. Yeah. I want to compliment you on your hat, which was fantastic. Yeah. I was like,
it was cloudy today, so I didn't wear it.
But I thought to myself, I got to ask Harkin where he got that hat because I want one of those. You know, I watched her try to get through this fair in the hour and a half she spent here yesterday, and I felt sympathy for her in a way, because no matter how much she tries at an event like this to get down low and meet people, between the security she has, the media that follows her, the celebrity that attends her, it is just hard for her to be a normal candidate. How does she get over that?
Well, she has. I was with her Saturday, and as the crowd's question, she found people to talk to. A woman with a daughter who had a disability, another woman who was involved in some business endeavors, she had a chance to at least talk to people in that crush of a crowd. But let me tell you something else. I've known that Hillary has come to Iowa several times, not in Des Moines, but in little towns, and had little meetings that a lot of the press don't even know about.
Yeah, I saw her up at the Wing Ding dinner up in Clear Lake the night before she came to the fair. She gave, I thought, a very strong speech, a partisan speech, but a better speech than I saw her give at any of the time in 2007 when she was running. But she also made a couple jokes there about her email. The Snapchat joke about how things disappear. She was very combative on that front. Do you think that's the right tone for her to strike on this subject?
First of all, let me tell you, I do get around the state quite a bit. I have not heard one time anyone ever asked me about these emails. They talk to me about the economy, they talk to me about education and costs of college for their kids, opportunity, of course agriculture, because I'm in an agricultural state. I am honest with you, I have never heard one person, one Iowan, come up to me and talk to me about these emails. It's just not a factor.
So do you regard it as a distraction, as a partisan thing, as a triviality, or do you think there are serious issues at stake?
No, I don't think there's a serious issue with these emails at all. I think it's, the Republicans have nothing else right now. They're trying to gin up whatever they can. Remember Whitewater? Remember how they tried to gin that up?
I remember.
Oh yeah, they just feel they got to pin something on her. But there's nothing there. And they are afraid. They're afraid of Hillary being our nominee. They really are. Because I served with Hillary in the Senate. And I served on the committee with her. And I saw her up close working. And her ability to fight for families and kids, but the other ability she has, and that is to reach across the aisle and work with Republicans to get things done. She's very good at that, and we need that in Washington. We need more of that.
But do you think, yesterday there was some complaint here among some Democrats that I heard that she did not get up and do the soapbox this year? She did it back in 2007. She didn't do it this time around. Do you think she should have done that?
No. Barack Obama never did it in either one of his campaigns. I think a lot of that's overblown.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And you, Mr. Iowa, saying the soapbox is overblown. Don't tell the Des Moines Register.
I used to do it all the time. It's fine. It's fun. But again, if I were running like that, I'd be more interested in going out and just listening to people and talking to people rather than getting on your soapbox.
So to speak.
The
guy who did the soapbox on Saturday was, who's running against her, is Bernie Sanders.
Yes.
He had a huge crowd.
Sure.
Marched right up here down Grand Avenue with a giant phalanx of people behind him. What do you think of Sanders' potential in Iowa, that kind of candidate? Again, not, just what, do you think he has a chance to catch fire here?
Well, obviously he has caught fire here and other places too. Look, I love Bernie Sanders. He was also on my committee in the Senate. He and Jane are personal friends of mine. I called him earlier and told him I was going to endorse Hillary. He understood that. I think Bernie is providing not only a valuable service to the Democratic Party, but I think to our country, because he's gotten the attention of talking about the growing inequality in our country. And I believe that is the issue of our time. The real question is, who would be best in the White House to actually get the job done, move the ball down the field in closing that gap? And that's why I think Hillary has more of an ability to do that than anyone that's out there right now.
Do you think he poses a significant political threat to her?
I don't see that as a political threat. I think it's more of building the kind of constituency that we're going to need in the general election.
You ran for president?
Yeah, I tried it once.
1992.
Yeah, some guy by the name of Bill Clinton beat me.
Yeah, you're right.
What happened to him anyway?
I was thinking about that. I wonder if you ever imagined what it would have been like if President Clinton, then candidate Clinton, had not decided to skip the Iowa caucuses because of you, and you guys had to fight it out here in Iowa.
He wouldn't have had a chance.